My name is Sari Binder, and I'm here representing myself and my husband David Binder. We were parents of 3 children who were here. We still are parents of 3 children, but we were parents of 3 children who attended Montcrest. They were considered lifers, which meant that they were at Montcrest from, in those days, senior kindergarten right through to grade 8, which were the years 1989 to 2003, from oldest child to youngest. They are very different kids who each had a very positive experience at Montcrest with wonderful teachers, and we as parents watched Montcrest grow from a fairly small school with 1 class per grade and no JK to a larger school with lots more programs and support staff, and they really benefited from all of the different programs that Montcrest had and are very committed to the school even to this day. As such, came back post-high school, university, as part of Dancing Day. So that really, I just saw that picture today for the first time and thought that that was really great that they were here as young adults, recognizing their days here. I was also a parent very actively involved in the Parent Association and made some wonderful friends, Rini Panalone and Dora Kitchler, who to this day we see each other a few times a year, talk to each other regularly, and really just have become lifelong friends through our days at Montcrest, where we were really one of the founders of not just the Montcrest Parent Association, but things that started as simple as hot dog lunch and grew into all of the lunch programs, to the galas, which started with just a party that we organized, to the fairs, and as a result really got to welcome so many different parents through the school and extended family members, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins. My siblings talk about the amount of kite days that they attended at Montcrest when they didn't even have their own kids, and now I am trying to be as good an aunt to their kids as they were to mine. So that's kind of my connection. Separate from my role as a parent in the Parent Association and the mother of 3 children that went here, I developed some very close relationships with staff over the year, Sherry Blakeney being one of them, and she really impacted me in terms of friendship, and I still keep in touch with her family to this day. So, I think the only other thing that I should be talking about is the Binder Cup and the history of the Binder Cup. Public speaking was a very big part of my children's connection to Montcrest. They really got into the speeches. In those days it was a little bit more of a competition with judges than I think it is now. It was a really big part of what went on in our house, and for each child at each stage, being a part of the public speaking became an all-encompassing facet at that time of year. And different years, different kids got to semi-finalists and got to the finalists. I think our eldest Jacob won the cup almost every year of his senior year. 2 or 3 of them were valedictorians. So public speaking was a big thing, and picking the topic for the speech was always a big discussion. And my parents, and in particular my father, who Dr. Fred Weinberg was a pediatrician and a writer and really loved public speaking, and remembered from his days at Harvard Collegiate how important public speaking was and what a skill it was, and was so impressed that Montcrest was working with kids to help them develop the skill, that over his years of having sat through a lot of public speaking, imagine from 1989 to 2003, 3 kids, lots of speeches, and he came to all of them, he decided that he thought that Elaine Danson, the principal at the time, should be giving kids a cup to take home, that it wasn't quite enough to just have a plaque like all the other awards. He really wanted them to have a cup, because in his day that really signified the winning of an award of public speaking. So he went out and bought 2 cups at an award store, one for the senior school and one for the junior school. And I understand that upon our exit of graduations, after 2003, Miss Danson named them the Binder Cup in honor of our family's contribution to that. So I'm quite honored and touched that the Public Speaking Award was put in our name, and really extremely grateful that the award continues to this day, and that public speaking is such an important part of the Montcrest curriculum.